Sugar limits. Are they really as low as what you think, and are you really as bad as what you think? Alright, so this is one of those ones where we know within the UK we do have an obesity crisis, and we know that we have such a huge percentage of our population who is overweight, and quite often we're quite quick to just assume it's all because of sugar. And the amount of people that I've spoken to recently over the years that always associate weight gain to the overconsumption of sugar is still terrifying. Yes, of course, if you eat in excess, you are going to gain excess weight, but it's not always sugar's fault. Now, sugar gets that bad name because it's that food source that we turn to when, if we have had a bad bout of yo-yo dieting, of emotional eating, of binge eating, we generally turn to some of us personality types high sugar foods, some of us personality types high savoury foods. But whatever food source you take, generally 9 times out of 10, those food sources that you crave and those food sources that you cannot get enough of are quite high in sugars. Nobody's out there saying, oh my goodness, I binged on broccoli last night, it was the absolute worst, oh my goodness. Because that doesn't happen. That's not how your hormones respond, that's not how your brain reacts, and that's not what your body craves. Your body does crave those things that you restrict it from and that you are not allowing it to have over a consistent period of time if you are in a diet phase. And then as soon as you put a little amount of it back in, your hormones and everything start to go a little bit nuts and you're like, oh my goodness, I need more. And that's when people do start to over excessively eat in sugar. So maybe you've had a really rough day at the office, you're feeling really tired, you've been trying to watch what you're eating, you've been really good. You get home and on the way home you nip into Tesco and you buy a big bar of chocolate. You get home and you've got fully good intentions to just eat one square or one slice or whatever it may be, and before you know it, you've chomped through the whole bar. And that's to do with that stimulation within your body and that emotional response you have and that response of your mindset, but also the fact that you've started to put it in and now your body's like, that tastes good, give me more, give me more. And then your ability to control your willpower or your ability to say no to that food source is gone. It's absolutely gone. And then that's when people start to really claim like, oh my god, sugar is so bad for you, sugar is the thing that's making you get fat, sugar is the thing that's making you get overweight. Well, yeah, if you're binging on chocolate every night, okay, fine, we're gonna blame sugar to an extent because we're gonna blame the chocolate. And it's more though about understanding your habits and understanding your eating behaviours and understanding your eating routines. Now, I have a friend who eats 4 Snickers a day, every single day in life. The guy is very lean, very well in shape, shall we say, and he's neither up nor down, but his energy means that he feels like when he does not have a lot of sugar, he drops, he's feeling low, he's feeling this, he's feeling that. Very hyperventilate, very energetic man. For me, myself, I do have fruits, I do have chocolates, I do have carb sources that are probably higher than sugars than most of the population every single day because I'm very active. Now, if I actually sit and track my sugar, some days I can have 60 grams of sugar in a day, and that's just an average training day. But NHS guidelines, UK standards and all the rest of it out there tells us 30 grams a day is like max. If you eat above 30 grams of sugar in a day, like you're gonna get sick, you're gonna get diabetes, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that, and it's all scaremongering. You've got to start to learn to understand your body, understand the signs, understand the signals and what your body actually needs. Now, eating above 30 grams of sugar every single day over time might not be good for some of you, but for some of you that might make you neither up nor down. It's all dependent on lifestyle, it's dependent on where those sugar sources are coming from. I mean, have you ever checked a sweet potato? If you were to track a sweet potato in an app like MyFitnessPal, the average amount of sweet potato is full of sugar. So it means like if you track 100 grams of sweet potato, you're automatically getting about 20 grams of sugar, when in actual fact, it's not, it's a natural source. It's the same when it comes to fruit, berries, strawberries, raspberries, bananas to an extent. When you put all these things in apps, your sugars start to rack up. So people all of a sudden get this fear that, oh my goodness, I'm eating too much sugar, I'm eating in excess and I've eaten over and I'm a bad person. And then they start to drastically pull back. And that's when that yo-yo cycle kicks in again, the binge cycle kicks in again, and everything goes back on repeat. You probably know this. You've probably been there. You are possibly there right now. I mean, it's festive season. We're all dipping our hands into the biscuit tin and we're having this cake and that cake. And even though you're feeling full, you still want another chocolate. or even though you've already ate 4 courses that day, you're thinking about the chocolate cake that's coming that evening with your bedtime tea, whatever you have. And you're in that state where you're starting to probably realise that you're eating an excessive amount of sugar. And the only natural next thing for you to do is to probably A, feel guilty about that, and then B, is to start blaming the sugar because you've ate too much and the sugar's making you gain weight and the sugar's doing this and the sugar's doing that. And we just give it such a bad name and such a bad rep. When in actual fact, moderation, portion sizes is always key. It's always the baseline that we need to come to. Your sugar limit is going to be different from my sugar limit. How your body responds is going to be different from how my body responds. And there is only one way to figure out how your body works into what is actually good for you internally. And the only way to do that is to learn. You've got to practice, you've got to do it day after day, you've got to be consistent, you've got to try different food sources, you've got to switch your food sources and see which macronutrients, which food groups, what works better for you. It took me a long time to be able to say, I actually need sugar in my diet, because if I don't have it, my training sessions are rubbish. I can't do videos like this because I'm low on energy, but I'm also very healthy, I'm also very fit. I know my blood sugars are great. I've been through all the checks, I've done all the health stuff, and it's very confusing for the average population person out there like yourself who's just so confused and so overwhelmed by this information. And the truth of the fact is, we're all different. And your sugar limit is going to be different from my sugar limit. But there is a way that I can help you figure that out. And that is by joining our Nutrition Hub. So in our Nutrition Hub, over the first 4 weeks, we look at portions. We look at splitting up your plate to make your body feel great. And those first 4 weeks, we really want to address you getting from a place where you're maybe eating 1-2 meals a day and getting you to eating 3 to 4 meals consistently every single day. It is once you've re-established that eating connection, it is once you've established mindfulness, and it's once you've established that good behaviours around food, that we then move you into a section on calories. And we say, right, well, if you are really ready, let's start tracking the calories, and let's actually start to look at the sugar, let's start to look at the fats, let's look at the proteins, and let's look at what your body is doing and what your body is saying around it all. And then as we dive further into the course, we go further into proteins and what we call your MPS score, and what we also look at in terms of helping you feel fuller for longer. We also look at sleep, we also look at stress, and we just look at managing the whole package to absolutely allow you to transform your relationship with food and to transform your lifestyle from the inside out. So if that is something you're ready to tackle in 2020, our sales have opened now for you to jump in and join our Nutrition Hub. Anyone that signs up before the 5th of January is going to be getting an exclusive goodie bag of £320 worth of nutrition supplements to kick-start you and to really help you feel so good. So if you're ready to join us and you're ready to take the leap, I want you to follow the link below. Head to @nutritionhub_ on Instagram, or just pop us a message and ask us some more, and we will get in touch and help you get signed up today. If you're ready to say goodbye to yo-yo dieting, binge eating, you're ready to change your lifestyle once and for all, and you're fed up of all the fads, of all the diet bandwagons, and of all the misinformation out there, then this is the course for you. I cannot wait to see you inside.